Hey guys, Dobby back at you with another story. It was a chaotic Friday afternoon at Paw Prints Veterinary Clinic. Dr. Emily, a seasoned vet who'd survived everything from porcupine quill extractions to parrots that swore like sailors, was running behind her last appointment, afraid to call in from Mrs. Hargrove about her poor baby, a 120-pound Mastiff named Tank, who was acting strangely and refused to move. Mrs. Hargrove burst through the door like she was delivering a national emergency, carrying nothing but a small towel-wrapped bundle. It's Tank. He's in so much pain. He hasn't eaten since yesterday, and he's just lying there moaning. The whole waiting room went silent as she dramatically unveiled a giant, fluffy, stuffed Mastiff toy with a little battery-powered breathing mechanism that made its chest rise and fall. Dr. Emily blinked. "Ma'am, that's not a real dog." Mrs. Hargrove, tears in her eyes. No, this is Tank. He reincarnated into this body last week after passing. I just know it. He even has the same sad eyes, but something's wrong with him now. He won't breathe properly, and the moaning sound stopped. You have to fix him. The techs in the back were already losing it behind the counter. Dr. Emily, keeping her professional face on with heroic effort, gently explained that they didn't treat stuffed animals. But Mrs. Hargrove wasn't having it. You're a doctor for animals. This is an animal, a very special one. To humor her, and because the waiting room was now fully invested, they took the toy into one exam room. That's when things went gloriously wrong. While Dr. Emily was pretending to listen to the toy's heart with her stethoscope, the battery in the breathing mechanism finally died with a sad little wheeze. Mrs. Hargrove gasped in horror. "See, he's coding. Do CPR. Save my baby." In the chaos, one of the techs, trying to de-escalate, accidentally knocked over a nearby tray of supplies. Out rolled a squeaky toy bone, which hit the floor and let out a loud, realistic dog yelp. Tank, that stuffed animal's former owner, screamed. He's calling for help. At that exact moment, the real Tank, the actual 120-pound living Mastiff who had been left at home resting, decided this was the perfect time to stage his own escape. He'd somehow slipped his collar, pushed open the unlocked back door of Mrs. Hargrove's house, and followed her scent straight to the clinic. Mastiffs are surprisingly athletic when motivated. He barreled into the lobby like a furry freight train, sliding across the tile floor on his massive paws, knocking over a potted plant and sending a cat carrier flying. The cat inside yowled. The waiting room erupted. Tank spotted his reincarnated stuffed self on the exam table, tilted his giant head in total confusion, and let out the deepest, most bewildered woof you ever heard, then immediately tackled the toy in a slobbery game of Reclaim My Body. Mrs. Hargrove fainted lightly onto a conveniently placed bench. Dr. Emily and the team spent the next 20 minutes untangling the real Tank from the stuffing, which was now everywhere, calming their other clients and explaining to a now awake Mrs. Hargrove that the actual dog had been perfectly healthy the whole time. He was just sulking because she replaced him with a toy. The bill, a modest emotional support consultation fee. The real Tank got a free cookie and a new collar. Mrs. Hargrove left, clutching both her living dog and his brother from another life, promising never to mix up reincarnation with retail therapy again. To this day, the clinic has a photo on the break room wall, real Tank proudly sitting on the shredded remains of the stuffed version with the caption, "Tank won, Reincarnation 0. The staff still calls it Slow Fridays. Stuffed animal apocalypse days. Moral of the story: always double check whether your emergency has a pulse, and maybe hide the batteries from grieving pet parents. Thanks for listening, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'll see you next one. Bye.